Michelle Obama is a 51-year-old woman. She must be at least 6 foot. Fat is just never how I've described her. I just don't, I don't see it. I don't see fat as an objective description. Okay, if Michelle Obama went missing and you had to give the police a description of the woman who's just missing, you'd say 6 foot, whatever, however tall she was, you know. You'd mention that. Black woman, medium brown complexion. You saw her in this kind of clothing. I'd say averagely built, 6 foot, whatever woman. That's what I'd say. If you said fat, I think you'd be misleading the police. But then again, I don't know. There's difference between races and how they see things, you know. Like, white dudes like skinny women. I realize that now. Because she's not fat. She's not fat. And like, I used to have the same debates with one guy when I used to work. I mean, we're good friends. It's just friendly debates, just joking debates. And he used to laugh at some of the women I used to say were fit. He used to laugh. And I laugh at some of the women that he would say was all that. Like, when he said it with a straight face that Keira Knightley was sexier than Beyonce, I was like, oh my days. Tom Leykis, a shock jock, a white guy who's been on syndicated radio and internet radio for a long, long time. And he's great entertainment. And he has a lot of wisdom too. He said, black men say they prefer bigger women, or fat women, as they'd say. But when they start getting famous, like Michael Jordan, etc., then they go for slimmer women. He's got it down as more of a financial, economic debate, rather than a sexual preference. I don't know if that's true, you know, because if that's true, why didn't Obama trade up when he saw his political career was excelling? He stayed with Michelle, so I don't know if that's true. Tom Leykis' argument is that fat women are for poor men. That's his argument. I think there's even a physiological argument, man. Like, you know, after I broke my leg, the Chinese doctor said that I need to get down to 12 stone, or 11 stone, I think she said. 11 stone. I'm 5'9". And when I'm getting full pelt training, if I get to 14, when I'm at 14 stone, like, you could answer them when they say, man, you are in really, really good shape. But she wants me to get down to 12. No, I don't see that. I don't see that. You know, I think there's even a physiological argument, man. Like, you know, after I broke my leg, the Chinese doctor said that I need to get down to 12 stone, or 11 stone, I think she said. 11 stone. I'm 5'9". And when I'm getting full pelt training, if I get to 14, when I'm at 14 stone, like, you could answer them when they say, man, you are in really, really good shape. But she wants me to get down to 12. No, I don't see that. I don't see that. You know, if I was training like Kell Brook, yeah, I'd get down to 10 stone 7. But even in saying that, he only maintains that weight of 10 stone 7 for, let's say, 7 weeks, including his training camp, or 8 or 9 weeks. Then after that, he goes back to his walking around weight, which is, what, let's say 12.5 stone. I think he's about 12.5 stone walking around weight, Kell Brook. I think Machuno, that cruiserweight, he's about 14 stone, and he's about my height. He don't look fat. He's not fat at all. And I'm not as chiseled as him, but I'm nowhere we're in bad shape at 14 stone. And that's what I'm looking to get back down to eventually when I start training properly. When I got naturally huge thighs, and they're not fat. They're muscular looking thighs, calves, arms, shoulders, just naturally, you know. And a lot of black women say that the doctor is telling them that they're obese or near obesity. And when you look at these women, they look in, well, I don't know, you might not say good shape, but to me, and a lot of other dudes say, man, she's looking fine. But the doctor said, no, your BMI is out of control. But I don't know if that BMI thing has been thoroughly surveyed through the various ethnicities and races thoroughly. I don't know if it has. I don't know if it's just one size fits all, if they've just said, okay, we'll use the BMI of the average European to be the gauge for all the other ethnicities. I'm not sure if they did that, but there could be an argument for that. There could be. A few years back when Britney Spears made a comeback. Now, I don't follow Britney Spears' music, so I don't go there. I don't even go there, right? But everybody was saying that, oh, Britney looked fat. She looked really fat on the comeback. And I said, oh, that's really bad. So I was talking about it at my friend's store. Now, he's not English, but he's European. He's saying, yeah, you look fat, you look fat. Go on the internet and say, look it up. Look, Britney's concert, this, that, that. So I went home, I typed in Britney Spears, and I'm looking for these images of her looking fat. So I'm saying, okay, it's not that one there, not that one there, not that one there. That's what I'm thinking. And then I realized, when I was speaking to my friend on the phone, looking for the photos, I was looking at the photos all the time. The photos that they were saying she was looking fat, I was saying, no, it wasn't them, it's not them. Because she wasn't fat. That's not fat. It's not fat. You guys have eye problems. You need Specsavers or something. That's not fat. She wasn't fat. Michelle Obama is not fat. There's no way you could describe Michelle Obama as a fat woman. I'm sorry. She might not be able to prance up and down catwalks, but that don't mean she's fat. It really doesn't. It really doesn't. You know. I don't know what this kind of pubescent boy look this guy who called Michelle Obama, that's what he must fantasize about women, that they have these sort of like boy-like bodies, no breasts, no butt, no nothing, just flat, you know what I mean? I don't know what that's all about. That's weird. That shit is weird, bro. And to even suggest the notion that she can't promote health to people because of her body shape is totally preposterous, man. I'd prefer the so-called quote-unquote fat version of Britney Spears, the Miley Cyrus. I'm just going to keep it real with you. I don't see that as my ideal female body shape at all, Miley Cyrus. But she's one of the top female celebrities. And she's up there based on her selling a sexy image. I don't see that as the ultimate sexy image for a female. I just don't. A lot of it has to do with the media. That's what I'm figuring out. Because years back in the 60s and the 50s and whenever, white men used to look up to Marilyn Monroe and Jane Mansfield, who wasn't as famous as her, but she was hot. She was kind of hot. And I think there was another one named Betty Page. And they was all relatively voluptuous women. At least in the breast region they was. They didn't have no badonka-donka, big asses or nothing like that. But, you know, they were definitely a lot thicker than a lot of the women that they hold up today as sex symbols. Victoria Beckham, Miley Cyrus, Keira Knightley, and that kind of look there. Do I need the eyeglasses? Because I don't understand calling Britney Spears on her comeback fat or Michelle Obama fat and certain other women as well fat. I don't get it. I really don't understand it. Let me know if you agree that there is a difference of what shape woman that different ethnicities like. Or am I just making that up? I don't think I'm making it up. You know? I know for sure Africans, a lot of Africans and Jamaican dudes, they like that shapely shit. You know what I mean? Some like it too big, in fact. So, I mean, I'll admit that. Look like it way too big. But yeah, in certain countries where black people are at, a well-built woman walks around like a goddess. Or what you might call a fat woman. Walks around like a goddess. Where in England, that fat cat. I'm convinced that there is validity in what I'm saying. That different ethnicities of men just see it totally different. And I think that's why, if you go through all the races and ethnicities of women, that European women have more cases of anorexia and bulimia and eating disorders because of the pressure to be thin. Where in the black community, yeah, it does happen. You do get them cases, but you're really looking at anomalies in comparison to European women. I also believe, I'm talking, this isn't empirical evidence, I'm talking about eye evidence. I also believe that a lot of heavily set white women get rejected by the white males of their community, and a lot of black men are just only too willing to pick them up. I don't know if that's a stereotype. I don't know if I'm out of control here. Let me know if I'm out of control. If you're going to take it too serious, you don't really need to comment on the post, you know. It's just a light-hearted debate mixed in with a little reality. And I'll talk boxing with you very soon. Peace.